Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Kitchen Creations with Robert. So today I've decided that let's go for something classic. I'm going to do a classic pound cake, but then I'm going to put my twist on it. So let's get baking. So it's called a pound cake because the main ingredients are all 1 pound each. 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of sugar, and 1 pound of flour. So to start off, I'm going to add my butter and sugar and have it all come together and mix well together. So I'm adding my butter at room temperature. I've set this out for a few hours. And next I'm going to incorporate all the sugar. A pound of sugar, a pound of butter. And with that, I'm just going to set it on the blender, on the mixer, and let it do its job. You want to get it to where it's light and fluffy. And we start off slow, and then we work to speed up a little more. Once the butter and the sugar has all come together, I will turn it up a little and let it just continue mixing until it's light and fluffy. The color of the mixture will get a little lighter as well. So I'm just going to let this mix and we'll be back. So now my butter and my sugar has all kind of incorporated. So what I'm going to do is stop my mixer and I'm just going to scrape the bowl. And I can still hear a little bit of the granulation of the sugar, so get all. And we can go back on. And back on. I'm going to set this at 4 and let it keep mixing. It's going to mix for about 5 minutes and we'll be back. So we've been mixing for about 5 minutes and I think it's almost ready, but let's give it a test. Now, this is an old trick. Stick it in the water. Let's see if it's gonna float. And it's floating, which means we're pretty good. It's nice, airy, and fluffy. I'm gonna scrape the bowl down, and I'm gonna start incorporating my eggs. I'm gonna turn it on. We're going about 4. And I'm adding my eggs 1 at a time. Again, it's 4 eggs. And we're going to let this mix and let it all come together. We're back. My mixture is looking nice. Eggs have incorporated nicely into the batter. So now I'm going to start adding slowly, little by little, my flour. And I have 1 pound of flour. I've added half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I turn the mixer off because I don't want a puff of white flour. Okay, so we got exactly what I didn't want, which was flour everywhere, but we're going to continue. We keep adding the flour into the mix slowly. I'm going to continue adding my flour, mixing, and we'll be back. Okay, so my flour has incorporated into my batter, and I'm about ready to add. I'm adding my 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And to this recipe, I am going to add half a teaspoon of ginger, and I'm going to give it a little kick with a little, I'm adding a quarter teaspoon of cardamom. Don't want to add too much cardamom because it could overwhelm the cake, but this mixture of the ginger and cardamom gives your pound cake a little bit more of a flavor to it. I'm going to continue mixing and we get ready to place it in our pan. So here we go. We're ready. You just need to scrape down, clean out your paddle, and we're ready to place in our pan. So I have my pan. I'm using a bread pan for the classic pound cake. I'm going to pour my mixture into the pan. Get all the air out. I'm adding the balance of my batter. And we're ready for the oven. So, we're ready for the oven. It's going at 350 degrees, about 45 minutes. It all depends on your oven. Okay, it's time for me to take my cake out of the oven. So, I tested it. Came out clean. I'm going to remove it out of the oven. Let's have a look at the cake. And there you have it. I'm just going to wait for it to cool a little. And then a little hot, but let's see. And there you have it, our pound cake. Thank you very much for joining me today in the kitchen. I hope you guys try this wonderful pound cake. It's something that I feel everyone loves. And please remember to subscribe, share, and like. Looking forward to seeing you on our next video. Take care and have a great day.